The Oscars is always a fashion highlight of the year, with almost as much attention paid to what people are wearing as to the films that they've turned up to get their awards for. This year was characterised by lots of clingy, sexy, sheath-like dresses, in direct contrast to previous years where we've seen the kind of huge ball gown affairs. It's all got much more pared down this year, with a real accent on the colour red, which really rocked the red carpet. Lots and lots of shades of red and tangerine as well. Big choice was lace. There was an awful lot of lace to be seen. Lots of flesh on display as well, bare shoulders and bare backs, and not very many accessories. What accessories there were pretty subtle rather than kind of being out there and blingy. Fashion winners, I guess. Jennifer Hudson, who looked absolutely stunning in a tangerine gown. We don't know many people who can wear tangerine successfully, but Jen can, and that kind of makes her a winner in our book. Helen Mirren never puts a fashion foot wrong. She's 65, looks as fabulous as ever, and appeared in a very unusual pewter gown, full-length gown with some sleeves just to take away the accent from her upper arms. Another big winner was Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, on first glance, she looks as though she's decided to come as an Oscar in her own right, with a really sheer sheath dress, very shimmery, by Calvin Klein. Looked absolutely $1 million. She decided to leave her hair down, which you don't often see at the Oscars. There's usually a lot of updos, very glamorous updos, but she left it down to kind of soften the look, which was a good idea. I think she looked fantastic. Sandra Bullock chose red. She was one of a number of actresses who went for the red theme. Now, Sandra is Hollywood royalty, so it's no surprise that she looked absolutely regal, hugely poised in this dress, which was strapless with fishtail hemline. Again, very few accessories. She let the dress do the talking, and a fabulous figure for that matter. Now, Natalie Portman, poor Natalie Portman, she's almost 9 months pregnant, and what do you wear when you are that far gone? She chose a gown that I thought was quite nice. She's coming for a little bit of stick for it, but I liked it. It skimmed over a bump nicely, accentuated her fabulous cleavage, and to be honest, was probably comfortable to wear, given that the Oscars ceremony goes on, and she just wanted something that was comfortable to sit down in. I thought she looked great. Now, Hilary Swank, she can always be relied upon to ruffle a few fashion feathers. Her ostrich feather gown by Gucci absolutely hit the mark. It was quite unusual, quite eye-catching. Perhaps would have benefited from a pair of statement earrings, but nevertheless, I think she looked fantastic. Scarlett Johansson looked stunning. There's no two ways about it. She absolutely bought into the lace trend with a Dolce & Gabbana gown that showed off her figure. The gown had cut-out detail at the back that made it super sexy, and I absolutely loved the deep crimson shade, which really made it sort of stand out on the red carpet. Halle Berry, I have a sneaky suspicion Halle Berry would look great in a bin bag, to be honest. She always makes the best dress list. She didn't disappoint this year in a gown, a Marchesa gown that was fairy tale-like, really. Lots of tulle, lots of heavy beading on it, but still just looked fabulous on her, accentuated her glorious figure, and she had the biggest pair of diamond earrings I've ever seen, and looked incredible in them. Helena Bonham Carter. Helena has unusual taste. People love it, people hate it. I thought she looked great in a black dress, and of course she flew the royal flag with a Union Jack Garter, which just added a nice little twist to the proceedings. There were, of course, some misses on the red carpet, chief amongst whom was Melissa Leo. Now, I don't know who advised her to wear this lace dress, but it looked awful. It looked like a giant doily on her. It was too long, it was shapeless, it did nothing for her, and I think she's probably going to look back at Oscars 2011 and think, what was I thinking? And finally, Nicole Kidman. Now, Nicole's normally pretty good when it comes to red carpet glamour. It kind of went a bit wrong with this Christian Dior gown. Bit of a fashion crisis in motion, to be honest. Didn't know quite what it wanted to be. Had some very odd detailing at the hips, but more than that, made her look and feel uncomfortable. And it also made her look old-fashioned, which, to be honest, in Hollywood terms is unforgivable. Next to those sheath and sheer sexy gowns, she looked like yesterday's actress. Roll on next year, I guess it can only get better from here on in.